Right now, drifting through the darkness between the stars, there are planets with no sun, no light, no warmth, just massive worlds tumbling silently through interstellar space, ejected from their home solar systems billions of years ago by gravitational encounters that sent them flying into the void. We call them rogue planets, and there are a lot of them. Some estimates suggest there may be more rogue planets in the Milky Way than there are stars. Most of them will drift forever through empty space, never coming close to another solar system. But occasionally, the math works out differently. What would happen if one of them entered ours? Stage 1, discovery. The first sign would be almost invisible. A rogue planet drifting through interstellar space produces no light of its own. It reflects nothing because there is no nearby star to reflect. It is, essentially, a massive dark object moving through an already dark background. Detecting one heading toward our solar system would require picking up its faint infrared heat signature, the residual warmth left over from its formation billions of years ago, against the equally cold backdrop of space. Our best current telescopes could potentially spot a large rogue planet a few years out, maybe a decade if we were lucky and it was large enough. Stage 2, outer solar system disruption. Long before the rogue planet reached the inner solar system, it would begin causing damage. The outer solar system is filled with debris, the Kuiper belt beyond Neptune, and further out the vast Oort cloud, a shell of icy objects extending perhaps a quarter of the way to the nearest star. These regions are held in careful gravitational balance. A massive intruder passing through or near them would shatter that balance completely. Billions of comets would be knocked from their stable orbits. Some would be flung outward into interstellar space. Others, potentially millions of them, would be sent falling inward toward the sun. The inner solar system would begin receiving a bombardment of comets on a scale that dwarfs anything in recorded history. This comet storm could last thousands of years. The planets themselves would feel the gravitational pull of the intruder. Depending on its mass and trajectory, Neptune and Uranus could have their orbits measurably altered. Stage 3, approaching the inner solar system. If the rogue planet's trajectory brought it toward the inner solar system, things would escalate quickly. The sky would change. The incoming comet bombardment would make itself visible, bright streaks appearing with increasing frequency. The scientific community would be in full crisis mode. Every telescope on Earth and in orbit trained on the approaching object. Its mass, velocity, and precise trajectory would be calculated and recalculated constantly as better data came in. The gravitational effects on Earth would depend entirely on how close the rogue planet passed. Even a distant pass, say at the distance of Jupiter from the Sun, would have measurable effects. Tides would be affected. Earth's orbit could be nudged slightly. Stage 4, a close encounter. If the rogue planet passed within the orbit of Mars, closer than 200 million kilometers from Earth, the consequences would be severe. Gravitational tidal forces would dramatically strengthen. Tectonic stress would increase as the planet's gravity pulled unevenly on different parts of Earth. Earthquake and volcanic activity would likely surge. The oceans would be pulled into unusual shapes, creating tides unlike anything in human experience. Not the gentle daily rhythm we know, but a sustained gravitational distortion lasting days or weeks as the rogue planet swept past. Earth's orbit itself could be permanently altered. A significant change in orbital distance from the Sun, even a few percent, would have devastating consequences for climate. Moving Earth slightly closer to the Sun would trigger runaway warming. Moving it outward would plunge the planet into an ice age. The difference between a survivable encounter and an extinction level 1 might come down to a margin of millions of kilometers. The atmosphere would remain. The oceans would remain. Life on Earth would likely survive in some form, but civilization as we know it, built on thousands of years of stable climate, would face a catastrophe of historic proportions. Stage 5, direct impact or capture. The most extreme scenarios are the rarest, but worth considering. A direct collision between a rogue planet and Earth is extraordinarily unlikely given the vast emptiness of space, but if it happened, the result would be total. The Earth would be destroyed, vaporized, fragmented, or merged into a new body, depending on the size and speed of the impactor. There would be no survivors, no recovery. The planet that humans have called home for our entire existence would simply cease to exist. More plausible but still rare, gravitational capture. Under the right conditions, the rogue planet could be slowed by gravitational interactions with the outer planets and captured into orbit around our Sun. We would suddenly have a new planet in our solar system. Depending on its final orbit, this could be anything from a distant curiosity to an ongoing gravitational menace that destabilizes interplanet orbits over millions of years. Thanks for watching.